Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
What up, what up, what up? You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself. Diablo, man. What's good, what's good, y'all? What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Boxing world, boxing world. We were supposed to have a bigger news, pause, that we were supposed to have coming from Canelo Alvarez. But we got some other news. Subriel Matias de Boricua, Puerto Rico. Qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña. Ahí está, con Subriel Matias. Carolina in the building, Bayamón. Aguadilla, San Juan. Di que quería Teofimo Lopez. ¿Ah? Di que quería Teofimo Lopez. We're going to get into it. Shout out to the people in the chat. God bless you and the people in the chat. Mira Randy, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. If you already know, if you want to become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, you already know the link is right there in the pin. Become a member to Punch Drunk Boxing. Subscribe, smash the like. La música de Randy. La música de Randy. ¡Ay! Vamos a comenzar esto, mi hermano. ¡Ey! ¡Latinos Unidos! Santo Domingo, México, Ecuador, Venezuela, Honduras, Cuba, Puerto Rico. DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música, yanketing. Dímelo. Elvis with the $5 super chat. Elvis, Mill City is becoming a little hater like Coach Anthony. I know, I see Elvis. You know what I'm saying? Look, Elvis. Everybody got their opinion. Everybody not going to agree 100% with everything. And you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't. Good looking out with the $5 super chat. Mill City's doing a hell of a job in the YTBC. Coach Anthony, y'all already know Coach Anthony, one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that if they agree or disagree with you, me, whoever, it's just not everybody going to think alike. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, Elvis. You know, we out over here. We break it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. Over here, we breaking it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. And I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that I've been saying this for a long time. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican, and I didn't get offended with what Tio said. Facts. We break it down unbiased, logically, and objectively. God bless you, Elvis, with the $5 super chat. But one thing I don't like is when boxing personnel, the powers that be, whether it's promoters, whether it's managers, whether it's trainers or fighters, when they come here and they try to, and not here, but in the boxing community, when they try to fool the fans. And I'm one of those guys that, no, you're not going to fool me. I don't care. Just keep it real with us. Keep it real with me. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing. I'm here to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. But don't try to disrespect my intelligence, and I'm not going to let them disrespect your intelligence. And sometimes it's like a parent. I'm not saying I'm your parent, but it's like a parent. Sometimes your parent, when you're growing up, they will tell you, they will tell you what it is. Sometimes you don't want to listen to it. Sometimes your best friend tells you the truth, but you're not ready for the truth. Not at that time. So when I told y'all, man, that Subriel Matias was capping, was clout chasing Teofimo Lopez. It was not about the hand. I said that Teofimo Lopez got something on the table, is the reason why he declined the $1.5 million offer from Teofimo Lopez. Let me put it this way. If a lot of people is mad that Jermaine Ortiz and Teofimo Lopez was a boring fight, and Jermaine Ortiz was running the marathon, the New York City Marathon, the Boston Marathon. Matter of fact, Jermaine Ortiz fought like he was still in a strength conditioning session and forgot that it was fight night. And the boxing world, man, this was boring. Man, you could cut the ring off. You know, if it was Teofimo Lopez, February 8th, Super Bowl week, Puerto Rico, Honduras, Latino, that Subriel Matias was not going to do what Jermaine Ortiz did. That it was going to be an epic fight, an epic moment. Huh? Win, lose, whoever you have, Matias or Teo. It would have been a better fight because the styles. But it was one guy that lied to you and faked you and fooled you. And there was another guy that tried to tell you the truth. I said Subriel Matias' team is not putting Subriel Matias in the ring with Teofimo Lopez. And you guys want to say, punch, mira la mano, punch, mira la mano, punch, he's trying to fight, punch, he's trying to fight. Yo te estaba diciendo a ustedes, mira, eso es mentira. Eso es mentira. He has something lined up. I said, waiting on an Amazon Prime deal, he went 5K jogging with Eddie Hearn. What the hell y'all was thinking? Didn't Subriel Matias say in the podcast that once Teofimo Lopez fight his fight, that he's going to give Teofimo Lopez a contract? Ustedes son estúpidos, eso es. The people that try to diss me, discredit me, and I'm going to tell you like this. Ustedes, mi hermano, los puertorriqueños que estaban hablando, they try to divide because Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, that my analogy come from a bias of Dominican that has nothing to do. Teofimo Lopez is not Dominican. Huh? Those people that try to divide Puerto Rico Dominicans because of my take on what just happened right now, I told y'all. So 5 days later, Subriel Matias signs with Matchroom Boxing. I thought that Subriel Matias was going to wait for Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez said right here that he's ready to get back in the ring in April. Didn't Subriel Matias said what? That he's going... Hold on. Forget my words. Forget my words, man. Forget my words sometimes, because sometimes, you know what's best? Sometimes receipts, man. Sometimes receipts is what it is, man. Sometimes receipts. Already know you accepted the perfect fight. You accepted the perfect fight. Just a detail. Do not pick a date of February. Let's make it happen by the end of March or early April. Let's give the fans what they want to see. So, Subriel Matias, why did you sign to Matchroom after 5 days? Teofimo Lopez said right here on Punch on Boxing yesterday that there was no fight between Jermaine Ortiz. He's ready to get back in the ring in April. Where is Subriel Matias now? Why did he decline the top rank offer? Because he did not want Teo. He fooled you, folks. He fooled you. La mano, I ain't no ready. He was never suspended, ladies and gentlemen. He would never had that big injury that's going to keep him away from Teofimo Lopez fight. He used that to prolong his situation and what he had on the table. Teo, Amazon Prime, Matchroom Boxing. Why are you talking like us Ricans don't talk English? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, why Bob Arum didn't get... Not see, David? Yo, you guys, I don't understand. Now Subriel Matias, right here, look. Subriel Matias already signed to Matchroom. This is just the announcement. And mira, Subriel Matias will come out. Why Bob Arum didn't guarantee Teofimo Lopez fight in the 3-fight deal that's offered him. Mira, ustedes sí son pelagato, man. Ustedes sí son pelagato. Coño, man. David González, usted sí un pelagato, de verdad. ¿Usted cree en eso, eh? ¿Usted cree eso? So when Banda went to Mill City Boxing and said that the deal for Teofimo Lopez was there, it was Subriel Matias' team that told you that Teofimo Lopez and the $1.5 million offer said on the Mill City Boxing. But Teofimo Lopez rarely talked about the offer. Teofimo Lopez did not publicly told the world, I gave an offer to Subriel Matias. Era Subriel Matias, ellos mismos. Ustedes son estúpidos, yo. Yo, stop getting played out here, bruh. Oh my God. Like people in this community, this is why, yo. I even told, I was talking to earlier. It's like, yo, in this community, it looks like you have to dumb down yourself for people. Like the shit is written, bro. It's right there in your fucking face. Go to Mill City Boxing and go to the first interview, Banda, and tell me what was said. Tell me what was said. My God, even with facts in your face. No, why the Top Rank didn't guarantee the Teofimo Lopez fight? Ustedes son estúpidos, man. Wow, man. Wow. He said, V keep Teo playing. Like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. So Teo was playing me here. Hold on. So Teo played us here. Yo, yeah. So y'all know there was Subriel Matias' team that disclosed this deal. Wow. And the thing is, this is what it is. This is the effed up. The effed up part is that I'm telling y'all for y'all not to get played. I'm telling Chris, I'm telling these people, I'm telling these dumbass dudes, I'm telling y'all the truth so y'all won't get played, my brother. And it's like, yo, I don't understand this community. I thought this community was a bunch of smart people. I thought this community was hardcore boxing. Yo, man's put it on Instagram. The Top Rank No Teo disclosed the offer that was made to him. And matter of fact, to this day, they not even shaming Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias called out Teo. He got an offer for the February 8th. Teofimo Lopez was not supposed to fight Jermaine Ortiz. It was supposed to be Subriel Matias from Jose Ramirez, and then here comes Jermaine Ortiz. Subriel Matias disclosed. They are the one that said that Teofimo Lopez team offered the fight, and they say 1.5 million is not enough to get back in the ring. And I told y'all it's because they had other big deals on the table. And folks, let me tell you this. They did actually. I don't knock Subriel Matias' move. See, I don't knock it. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't knock it. You know why? This is why. See, the best thing, this is how you keep it real. Subriel Matias signing that deal to fight Teofimo Lopez was working on the benefit of Teofimo Lopez. You understand what I'm saying? It was Subriel Matias going to Top Rank Teofimo Lopez, the top ranked fighter, and stuff like that. It was going to benefit more Teofimo Lopez. This signing that Subriel Matias did with Matchroom Boxing was to plan around the career and the not the evolution, but the enhancement of Subriel Matias and to captivate the Puerto Rican fans. If you would have fought Teofimo Lopez, that was not the deal. So it didn't work on the behalf of a long play. Career strategy for Subriel Matias. The deal to fight Subriel Matias and Teo is for Teo really in ESPN Top Rank. This deal with Matchroom is more for Subriel Matias' career. And that's why I don't knock it, because I'm one of the people that says I cannot wait for the Puerto Rican fan base to come back to the sport of boxing like they once was with Cotto and Trinidad. I'm from New York City. Yo soy Latino. I know who holds it down in boxing of this side of the pond, of this side of the country, and the Puerto Rican fan base is the one that the Puerto Rican fan base, or the most loyal fan base outside of Mexico in the USA. And I say I can't wait for a Puerto Rican phenom. I can't wait. Amanda Serrano got it locked down for Puerto Rico, and I said I can't wait. Y'all look at it like a hater. I'm telling y'all not to be fooled. So with Subriel Matias, I'd rather see Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez 2025 June, because then Subriel Matias, and I set this plan a long time ago, I said Subriel Matias will fight whoever, knock him out in the Barclays Center or Madison Square Garden. Knock him out in June. And then go fight Richardson Hitchens, another New Yorker from Brooklyn. Put him in Brooklyn, knock him out. And then Subriel Matias will be that type of, he could garner that type of ASAP because he'll captivate the imaginations and the emotions of the Puerto Rican fan base out here in New York. And then 2025, Subriel Matias will be, you know what I'm saying, talked about. Teo Matias 2025, Puerto Rican Day Parade, sell out Madison Square Garden. That's what I initially wanted. And I said that I know that Subriel Matias, he's not scared of Teo, but it's just business. It makes business sense not to put Subriel Matias to fight Teofimo Lopez now, because Subriel Matias have yet garnered the Puerto Rican fan base. The Subriel Matias have yet fought in New York City, Madison Square Garden, or Barclays Center. So he don't have that hot commodity. And if he fights Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez beats him, what happens to Subriel Matias? What happened? Because to be honest, let's be real, outside of Xander Zayas, Subriel Matias, out of the male, who's next? Who's next to captivate the imagination, the emotions of the Puerto Rican fan base? Who's next? I mean, I don't even think shout out to Edgar Berlanga, but I think a lot of people did lose faith on Edgar Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know the truth. That Subriel Matias has something else on the table. I kept telling y'all, it's not the hand. Is that Subriel Matias have other deals on the table. If Subriel Matias that never made 1.5 million, Subriel Matias never made, he made the most that he ever made was 300K reported. You slice it with managers and promoters. Remember, Subriel Matias got a manager and got a promoter. Right there, that's almost 50% down the toilet. Subriel Matias got a manager and a promoter. Not just a manager and not just a promoter. He got a manager and a small promoter. A promoter is going to take probably like 20%. A manager is going to take 25%. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 50%. Right? Taxes. So Subriel Matias wasn't making money like that. Not like that. So guess what? I said, if it takes Subriel Matias, got a beautiful wife, got a beautiful family, to decline 1.5 million, I told y'all it's because he got more on the table. And what happened? Look at the signing. Congratulations, Subriel Matias signing with Matchroom Boxing. What we know about Matchroom, that Eddie Hearn, any fighter that ever fought under Eddie Hearn never complained about money. Never. Guarantee is there. Devin Haney made the most money with Matchroom. Canelo Alvarez, after Golden Boy, did business with Matchroom. Anthony Joshua, Matchroom. Even Demetrius Andre, where a lot of people critique, he became a millionaire in Matchroom. I even asked Demetrius Andre, yo, my brother, when did you start seeing money in boxing? He said, when I signed with Eddie Hearn. So I understand business-wise, the guarantee, not the guarantee just the money, but the guarantee that they're gonna that signing with Matchroom is for the betterment of Subriel Matias' career. If he was signed with Top Rank to fight Teo, it was not necessarily for the betterment of, it's for he was an opponent for Top Rank. He's a fighter. He's a fighter that they're going to build with Matchroom Boxing. So his signing is a smart deal. I'm good with that. All I'm telling y'all is, y'all was faked. And I'm telling you what it was. It was not the hand. Subriel Matias was not waiting for Teofimo Lopez after the fight. Subriel Matias was not going to fight Teofimo Lopez in late March and June. That was a lie. I told y'all that. I told y'all that. And this tells me everything, and it tells you everything that 5 days after Teofimo Lopez, Subriel Matias already had a signed deal with Matchroom Boxing. That means he was not ready. They was not ready to put Matias versus Teo. That's what I say. He's not ready. Fresh. What's good? What's good, Phil? He said Steven has personally said in the past that he never embraced the Puerto Rican, perhaps at the time he's there. Let me say what the people smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like, smash that like. Correct. Wrong. Teo is under top rank, is not his own promoter. Hitchens has not done anything to deserve a title shot. Yes, he's already almost a mandatory position in the IBF. And it's smart. It's a smart move if Richardson Hitchens, if Subriel Matias fight Richardson Hitchens is with a Matchroom Boxing. Richardson Hitchens does his thing in the next fight. Matias does his thing in June. If I was whether they're gonna put him in Madison Square Garden or they're gonna put him in Puerto Rico, in my opinion, I say put Subriel Matias. If I was Matchroom Boxing, this would I do if I was Subriel Matias, because I know that Subriel Matias trains in Mexico. He don't have to fight in Puerto Rico, but I would do my best to have his team build a little facility or rent a little facility out there like Oscar de la Hoya. Oscar de la Hoya started training in Puerto Rico when he rejuvenated himself and stuff like that. If I was Subriel Matias, I would train back in Puerto Rico. I just don't think. I think that has been the disattachment a little bit of Subriel Matias. It's taken a long time for Subriel Matias and the Puerto Rican fan base to even get to know him. First, because the team wasn't moving him and putting him in a region where there's going to be a lot of Puerto Rican support, fighting in Minnesota, fighting in the West Coast. He trains in Mexico, the rivalry between Mexico and Puerto Rico. If there was a Mexican right now fighting Subriel Matias, he would be dissing him right now because Subriel Matias has a Puerto Rican training team. I mean the Mexican and stuff like that. If I was Subriel Matias, I'll start training in Puerto Rico. Maybe going to be a distraction, but that's how you cultivate. If I was Subriel Matias, I start traveling out here in New York City. I promote out here in New York City because this is where Subriel Matias' major fan base will be. In New York, Massachusetts, Philly. He got to incorporate himself here in the East Coast. I think that his team done a horrible job in incorporating him in the East Coast, but I know that Matchroom Boxing. And look, think about this. If I was Subriel Matias, I will go to Edgar Belanga's fight, right? Feature him. Come to New York City because they're going to be fighting out here. Feature Subriel Matias in New York. Incorporate him in the boxing fans. Let him go into certain boys and girls clubs and stuff like that. Speak to the community. Go to Brooklyn. Go to Harlem. Go to the Bronx. And I think that by the time that Subriel Matias fights here, it's going to be incredible. Also, I think that if Matchroom incorporates and signs Tito Trinidad to the Spanish to have interviews with Subriel Matias, I think that will be very, very good. You know what I'm saying? I know Matchroom, you listen to me. I know you're gonna steal my ideas. Call up Trinidad, give him a little job, and you know what I'm saying, on the zone to build. I'm gonna tell you like this: if they feature Trinidad, especially now that they got the two Puerto Rican fighters that could captivate the imagination and the emotions of the boxing fans, and Edgar Belanga as well, because he's done a good job. He said is in Florida, and they should have done it in New York. The thing is, they don't want to pay. Hey, yo, Punch, you're gonna call Abraham Nova and Shaki Foster fight? I'm probably gonna go. One of the fighters that I helped get signed. LD Cedeno Martinez is going to be performing on Friday, man. So I'm probably going to be there. Shout out to Henry La Bazooka. Cedeno Martinez is going to be out there as well. Teo not getting the Matias fight. Eddie going to feed him to Haney. Hey, if Matias get the Haney fight, good. But I'm going to tell you like this. In New York City, Julius, in New York City, Teo and Matias is bigger. And they know and they speak Spanish, and they could go at one another like that. Subriel Matias and Haney. Subriel Matias and Haney is not bigger than Teo and Matias. Matias and Haney is not bigger than Teo and Matias in New York City. That right there is going to sell out Madison Square Garden. Whether people like it, that right there is going to sell out Madison Square Garden. Haney and Matias do not sell out Madison Square Garden. Matias and Teo blow the roof off. Blow the roof off. That's the money fight. That is the money fight. Not knocking the fight with Haney and Matias. That's a good fight. But I'm talking about legacy, big, accomplished. Man, you don't know, Judy. Man, you never been to a New York event with Cotto Trinidad in New York. I don't think you know what I'm talking about, man. Marco, con los 20 pesos. That's super Charlie Party K. Thanks, Punch Drunk, for all you do. Bring us the best boxing news. God bless you always. That's what I'm talking about, my brother Marco. Gracias. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Que Dios te bendiga. Right-handed downtown Brooklyn. Cotto, Puerto Rico flag. Hey, yo, right-handed downtown Brooklyn. What's bigger fight? You from Brooklyn, right? Huh? New York, we New York people out here. What's bigger? Teofimo Lopez versus Subriel Matias, Madison Square Garden, or Devin Haney versus Subriel Matias? Can you imagine the electricity? Can you imagine of the electricity in Madison Square Garden? Teo versus Matias. I won't miss it. I won't miss it for the world, bro. I will not miss that fight. I don't give a damn. That would be the hottest ticket in town. On Puerto Rican Day Parade. Man. Brooklyn. Man. Yo. I said, bro, by 2025, and this I'm painting the picture. Teofimo Lopez gets back in the ring, have a spectacular performance, not the type of, and don't have an opponent like Jermaine Ortiz. I think that top ranks now matchmakers really have to be like, okay, T already got the accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? If Gervonta Tank Davis could pick little opponents here and there and stuff like that, and people still go and love them, you know what I'm saying? They picking opponents where Gervonta Tank Davis is going to look spectacular. It's time for that to be happening for Teofimo Lopez. You already got the accomplishment. Have a couple opponents and you're going to look spectacular. And then, yeah, give me another Pedro Compa. Give me another Pedro Compa. At the end of the day, the casual fans are just going to be excited. The boxing fans is going to hate Teofimo Lopez. It doesn't matter what he accomplished. He beat Lomachenko. He beat Josh Taylor. You saw the mother effer run like crazy, and you still give the marathon runner the benefit of the doubt. But the casuals outside is going to value Teofimo Lopez. Matias is going to be valued. You know what I'm saying? The boxing fan, the hardcores, y'all downplay guys like Teofimo Lopez. I think that Teofimo Lopez don't need to cater to the hardcore boxing fans anymore. Just like Gervonta Tank Davis don't cater to the hardcore boxing fans. I think that right now Teofimo Lopez should cater outside of the boxing world and bring the outside into the sport of boxing, because the hardcore boxing don't value Teo. Y'all value Jermaine Ortiz that be running around and having a little strength and conditioning session. My pops went to Ali versus Frazier, as said. That's monster. Bronx in the building. Teo versus Matias, bigger. Facts. The world is yours. Bronx in the building. Shout out to the BX. Shout out to BK. Shout out to QB. Shout out to Harlem. Wash Heights. Dykeman. Let's go. Stat Al. Tri-State area. Newark. Elizabeth. What's good? Patterson. Rap Store Boxing 9 is the voice of the UK. London, bro. What's good? Bro? So look, it's not really this is not a live to bash. This not a live to bash on the Subriel Matias move. Randy, con los 20 pesos. La música de Randy para la ofrenda Post-Round Boxing. El pastor de boxeo. Randy, la música de Randy. La música de Randy. A comida china para la familia. DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música, Yankee. All right. Tio's lovers, oh man. Nah, man, everybody good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody good. We good out here, man. Subriel Matias got a deal that's gonna work for him. That's gonna push. That's going to focus on the fan base of Subriel Matias. He's going to become a star. So I applaud this signing. I know that he would have fought Teofimo Lopez at this time. In my opinion, it would have never been good for Subriel Matias because, as a matter of fact, I think that Teofimo Lopez would have beat Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias is tailor-made for Teofimo Lopez style. I think that Teofimo Lopez is going to do a number on Subriel Matias, but at least now he gets to elevate. Subriel Matias gets to elevate, captivate the imagination of the Puerto Rican fan base. So by the time, because I believe that the Puerto Rican people deserve a Subriel Matias. They deserve a hero. They deserve that guy. They deserve, because boxing, if we're talking about that the sport of boxing is dying, especially in America, think about it. In boxing, it's never been, man, since the way Wilfred Benitez days. The Puerto Rican boxing is in a drought. Yet the Puerto Rican fan base, especially in the East Coast, is as important to the Mexican fan base in the West Coast. Boxing needs the Puerto Rican fan base in boxing. This is why I wanted Subriel Matias to captivate the Puerto Rican fan base. That's why I say, you know what? No, he's not ready. They're not ready. I knew they wasn't ready. This was a smart move by Subriel Matias, manager and promoter. Again, all I was telling y'all is that was cap. That was clout chase. Matias was never going to fight Teofimo Lopez. As a matter of fact, they used that for negotiation tactics to get the deal with Matchroom Boxing. You understand what I'm trying to say? That was smart by Subriel Matias. That was smart. Even the clout chase is sometimes smart to go back to the negotiations and get, look, Top Rank is giving me this. Top Rank is giving me that. You know I can have a big fight with Teofimo Lopez. They use that. We might go to Top Rank. We might get this Teofimo Lopez fight in negotiations. It was smart tactics. Smart tactics. Punch, we got other Puerto Rican American boxers coming regardless. Not who? Right-handed down town from Brooklyn. Because right now is if it's not Subriel Matias, it's Xander Zayas. I don't think nobody is captivating. Nobody got the Puerto Ricans in the edge of their seats right now, outside of Amanda Serrano, like Subriel Matias right now. And if it's not Subriel Matias, then the Puerto Rican fan base will be waiting for Xander Zayas. And I still don't think that Xander Zayas has made that type of statement to where the Puerto Rican be like, yeah, that's going to be the next Trinidad. I don't think he has that aura. I don't think, but right now, Subriel Matias have that aura. Subriel Matias have that aura. So right now, Subriel Matias got the Puerto Rican fan base in the edge of their seats. The only problem is that he hasn't performed in New York. He hasn't performed in Philly. He hasn't performed, you know what I'm saying, where there's going to be massive support. But what's going to be next for Subriel Matias then? Who he's going to be fighting next? To be honest, I don't care who he fights next. As a matter of fact, this is what I'll say. Subriel Matias, if you ain't going to fight Tio, but that fight is not going to happen because of the Matchroom and Top Rank. If his next fight should be a good 15 rank fighter to look spectacular, homecoming fight, whether Puerto Rico or New York. That's how business got to be done for Subriel Matias. Next year, 2025, then get Richardson Hitchens because he's from Brooklyn. So it's going to be a good crowd out there. It could be a nice storyline. And then Tio and Matias. Now, Tio, you know what I'm saying, he could fight the winner of Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I doubt that's going to happen. I mean, in the 140-pound division, I think it's turning the tides right now. Before Top Rank had a hold on the 140-pound division. And right now, it seems like Golden Boy and the Zone got the hold on the 140-pound division right now. That's how quick it switches in boxing. Now, Golden Boy Promotion signed Jose Ramirez, signed Arnold Barbosa, Matchroom got Regis Prograis, Devin Haney, and Subriel Matias. So now the 140, and look, Montana Love, but I don't know Montana Love. That's it. He done. I don't give a damn about that dude. I don't know what Brandon Lee is gonna be doing. Who else 140 pound? Gary Antoine Russell, PBC. Rolly Romero, PBC. You got Ryan Garcia, my fault, Ryan Garcia. So the zone got it on lock with the 140 pound division. Now it looks like if they want to make a unification bout, now the ball is rolling for the zone and Teofimo Lopez, which Bob Arum, he said, signed an extension for 3 more years. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to do a co-promotional fight later down the line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't like Montana Love. I never liked Montana Love, to be honest. I never thought highly of him. I thought he was a bootleg, the Canal Street version of Adrian Broner. Haney versus Shakur. So everyone can see just how as both of those guys are. Nah. They both good. They both good. You know what I'm saying? They both good. Christian in the building. La canción de Subriel. I know ready. Hey, I know ready. I told you. I know ready. Yo filmé con Eddie Hearn. Cause I know ready for Teofimo Lopez. And yo filmé con Eddie Hearn. Cause I know ready for Teofimo. I know ready for Teofimo. La mano. ¿Cuál mano? La izquierda. ¿Cuál mano? La derecha. ¿Cuál mano? La izquierda. I know ready. I know ready. AKA Subriel Matias. Damn, I want to get a band ready, man. I want to get a band ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are thinking about Canelo. Everybody was uptight. Oh, Canelo Alvarez is going to have a special announcement. Canelo Alvarez is going to have a special announcement. It is Canelo Alvarez. No, I'm going to be fighting in Cinco de Mayo. And I want free TV for Mexicans. For the Mexicans. Yeah. ¿Qué era el special announcement de Canelo Alvarez? Yo le dije a Canelo Alvarez, mira, yo no quiero llamar Cholo. No llamar Cholo. David Benavides or nothing, okay? What happened here? Crazy. ¿Qué está pasando usted, Canelo Alvarez? What happened? David Benavides or retire. David Benavides. Benavides or retire. Fuck you with that chi, okay? Llamar Cholo, fuck that chi, man. No. Man, people are tight right now. People tight. Canelo Alvarez is going to be facing Jamal Charlo. People tight. DK. Shout out to Jamal Charlo for getting the fight. Shout out to Jamal Charlo. I'm just saying that I know what the people want to see. People want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavides. And the thing is, this is like recycled content. People are already tired of talking about this. And at the end of the day, I told y'all, whether people like it or not, Canelo Alvarez, he could do whatever he want to do, man. That's the unfortunate part. And we hope that Canelo Alvarez does the right thing with having the power to do whatever he want to do. You know what I'm saying? But remember, let's go with the narrative. The narrative used to say that Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to face American fighters. The Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to face the black skillful fighter, right? And now he's facing the black skillful fighter. Now people will be like, well, why you don't fight the Mexicans? You see, the narrative changes. At the end of the day, I just don't want David Benavidez to sit around looking for Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whether people like it or not, let's be real. Because if Canelo Alvarez, how many times I got to say this? If Canelo Alvarez retire right now, what people going to say? He was scared to fight David Benavidez. And yo, it doesn't matter. Canelo Alvarez will go into the Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame, has his accomplishment intact with or without David Benavidez. But what is David Benavidez going to do? Is he going to be waiting for Canelo Alvarez? Please, I want to fight. Please give me chance, Canelo. I've been waiting for you, Canelo. I fight Kellen Plan. I fight the Mr. Andre. I want you. Please give me chance. I want chance to fight. Or you're going to carve your own legacy like other great fighters has done. Or you're going to move up like Canelo Alvarez has done, like Tio has done, like now, oh yeah, you know who has done, as bro Crawford done, Bam Rodriguez has done. Hey yo, there's people your age, David Benavidez, they trying to dare to be great. They're not waiting. They're not waiting. So if I was David Benavidez, I'm not waiting for Canelo Alvarez. Go out there. Say that I want to fight the winner of Bivol or Beterbiev. Take that WBC strap and say I want to fight the winner of Beterbiev and the Beterbiev and Bivol. I'm here to fight the winner. I'm petitioning my WBC to go to the light heavyweight division. Long nose boxing in the building. Demon nose boxing in the building. Dijo. Tank Davis versus Abner Mares next May. Okay. All right. If you say so. Tank versus. Let me see what the poll saying. Let me see what the poll saying. The poll is saying 29% Matias capped. 29% said Matias wanted to sign to fight Tio. 19% says I don't know what to believe. 23% says Punch, you was right. Hey, 29% says Matias is capped. 29% says Matias wanted to sign to fight Tio. Did he wanted to fight Tio? He didn't want to fight Tio. Guys, he did not. His team was not ready for the Teofimo Lopez fight because it did not benefit Subriel Matias for the long haul. This deal supports Subriel Matias. Their focus on Subriel Matias. He would have signed a deal to fight Teofimo Lopez. Is to support Teofimo Lopez, and Subriel Matias would just be an opponent. Teofimo Lopez whoop him. What happens to Subriel Matias? He'll be nothing better but Elvis Rodriguez trying to come up back on the ranks. He will be no better than Michel Rivera when he lost to Frank Martin. No better, because they didn't have a fan base. He doesn't have a fan base yet. He needs to captivate a fan base and then take that hard fight. He's already a champion. Matias always been a duck. Yes, I'm assuming. Who you got, Bivol or Beterbiev? I got Bivol, but I'm rooting for Beterbiev, to be honest. I got Bivol beating Beterbiev, but I'm rooting for Beterbiev, to be honest. And I think it's a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? I could analyze it both ways. I actually do think that Subriel, I actually think, well, if we're listening to Canelo Alvarez said that he wants more titles. I think that Canelo Alvarez will fight Jamal Charlo. Now, look, it's so many. It's because a lot of people saying that we don't know what Canelo Alvarez is going to be doing, right? Canelo Alvarez, if you would be like, yo, your instinct right now, what would Canelo Alvarez do? I think the Canelo Alvarez will fight Jamal Charlo, and then in September he will want to fight the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol. I think that's what he'll do, and he'll retire with that. And if he doesn't retire with that, then, because to be honest, looking at it right now, he always got the David Benavidez in his pocket. He got the David Benavidez fight in his pocket. Doesn't matter if he goes up and loses to Beterbiev and Bivol, he still got the David Benavidez fight in his pocket. I just think so. This is not like a Canelo Alvarez that it's not a Canelo Alvarez fight in which he's undefeated. We never seen him lose or nothing like that. We never seen him get demoralized. And I think that's the aura of that people think that David Benavidez brings to the table. It's not that if David Benavidez could beat Canelo Alvarez, it's how is he going to beat Canelo Alvarez? Because we've already seen Canelo Alvarez lose. Top rank, there's no good options for Tio. The best option at 140 for Tio is Keyshawn Davis. Come on, man. Stop, man. People got to stop that bullshit, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, I've been hearing people say, low nose box, I'm hearing people say, hey, yo, Teofimo Lopez, if he wants Bud Crawford, he should face Keyshawn Davis first. We went from why people treating like Teofimo Lopez this champion that, or like Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor. What is the Teofimo Lopez looking at Keyshawn Davis when he's calling for Bud Crawford? And people saying, but no, but I'm calling for Bud Crawford. I want him. I want greatness. That's not what you want, fighter. I want greatness. Lineal meat, two-time lineal meat. Y'all want me? I think they both lost. Lono's Boxing said Keyshawn is a good name and win over Keyshawn will age well. But y'all don't want Bud and Tio. Chester said Teofimo Lopez will destroy Matias. Yeah, we want greatness, but after that performance, Tio needs another fight to bounce back. JR, guys. All right, let me ask a couple things. Because I'm seeing this. Teofimo Lopez needs to bounce back. Teofimo Lopez didn't get beaten. Teofimo Lopez didn't get touched. Teofimo Lopez didn't get demoralized. Teofimo Lopez didn't lose. The style of the fight, the runner was the problem. This is not, Teofimo Lopez needs to bounce back, because he had, what I'm saying? He did, man. He did get roughed up, man. The guys, nobody got touched. Nobody got hurt. It was not even a fight, bro. What do you mean that he needs to bounce back? Bounce back of what? Bounce back of what? That's what people said about the Sando Martin performance. And then look what he did to Josh Taylor. No, he not ready for Josh Taylor. Look how he look with Sando Martin. But the thing is that Teofimo Lopez have shown y'all is like you have experience with Teofimo Lopez not performing to the level of what people feel he should be performing. Nakatani, Teofimo Lopez is not ready. Even ESPN, even Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward, they don't feel like he was ready for Richard Comey. Boom, he knocks out Richard Comey. Second round. Nah, but we don't know. I think he's too green to fight Vasily Lomachenko. He outschools Vasily Lomachenko. They say he shook it with Sando Martin. He's not ready. He's not mentally fit. He beats the undisputed in Josh Taylor. Now y'all saw the fight. Y'all saw that this man just wanted to chase this man. He wanted to chase it because this other guy was running. He needs to fight somebody to get Bud. Bud Crawford é viol. I will understand if Bud Crawford did way more in his career than Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez arguably has a better resume than Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez already got a better resume than Bud Crawford in the 140-pound division. Y'all acting like Teofimo Lopez got to be a beggar to Bud Crawford. Usted tan loco, eh? Usted tan loco. That's how the hate got people. I'm telling you, more and more. I have to dumb down, and I have to apologize for the intellectual boxing minds. But in this community, it feels like I have to dumb down myself. I can't talk about real boxing, thorough boxing. I can't bring the past. Why you look at my last videos? Look at my last videos. It's almost like recycled content, porque que ya no me da. I thought this community was to talk boxing and to people to really understand. We don't gotta agree. We don't gotta agree in everything, but there gotta be some education in it. Me saying that Tio needs to fight Keyshawn Davis is almost like me saying Bud Crawford, yes, please go fight Blair Cobbs or something like that. I'm not saying Keyshawn's Blair Cobbs. What I'm saying is that Keyshawn is a 135-pounder, not even campaigning at 140, has not even fought for a world title at 135. Why y'all don't say Keyshawn Davis versus Shakur Stevenson? Why you don't say Keyshawn Davis versus Andy Cruz? Keyshawn Davis, Kid Austin, that's a good fight. Keyshawn Davis versus the winner of Lomachenko and Jose Camboso. Y'all trying, I know what it is. Y'all trying to take away Teofimo Lopez call out to fight Keyshawn Davis. Y'all doing what Floyd Mayweather did to Keith Thurman, fight Earl Spence or something like that. But guess what? Teofimo Lopez already have a Hall of Fame accomplishments. Hall of Fame accomplishments, brother. Keyshawn Davis is fighting on the undercard of Teofimo Lopez for like the third time. They was not even lying to fight. You never heard Keyshawn versus Tio until now. And that's to take away from Tio's call out to Bud Crawford. Because we all know that Keyshawn, Shakur, and Bud Crawford, they the same. That's the team right there. My little homies, call this man now, man. Get my little homies, get this dude, man. Nah. But you gotta step up. You gotta step up. You gotta step up. People think like Bud Crawford still don't have to step up. Why y'all feel like Bud Crawford still don't gotta step up? Now I'm not talking about step up to a Canelo because that's video game shit. I'm talking about Bud Crawford versus Teofimo Lopez is Teofimo Lopez is the most accomplished fighter that he could that Bud Crawford could face. Bud Crawford never faced nobody as fast as Teo. Bud Crawford never faced nobody with the combination of speed and power. With the speed and power, the accomplishment like Teo. He never faced that in the ring. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel what Bud Crawford going to do to Teo, but never been in the ring with somebody like that. But never been in the ring with somebody like that. You guys are just living in the moment. I get it. Y'all living in the moment of Bud Crawford performance versus Earl of True Spence. But let's not forget that Earl Spence was the underdog. Y'all acting like he did something very, very, very out of this blown mind. No, it wasn't like that. Not to me. Keyshawn needs to fight a game opponent to get those kind of fights. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. That's what I mean. I thank you. I like, I like talking to logical people like this. Keyshawn needs to fight a game opponent to get those kinds of fights. I'm going to ignore any shit that says Bud and Canelo. I'm going to ignore. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to block it for the day. I don't want to hear that bullshit no more. There's a lot of casual channels out there. Y'all could run that by them. Bro, Bud KO undefeated pound for pound. Gamboa, you bugging. Yes, easy bands. And guess what? He also struggled in that fight. Y'all think that Bud is perfect. That's what it is. Because what he did to Earl Spence, y'all anoint him as God. And that's why, but Teo, that's a traditional great fight. And I'm gonna keep on pumping it. And the more that I get resistance or whatever, I'm gonna keep on pumping it. Spence was washed up. They want Keyshawn to fight Teo because Bud will lose. I think they're scared that Teo will beat Bud. You know what I'm saying? There's certain fan base that they rather let their favorite fighter lose to somebody they're lying that they're the underdog, right? So it's okay if Bud Crawford loses to Canelo Alvarez because then the narrative is he moved up 3 divisions up. Bud dared to be great. He moved 3 divisions up. It was an up climb battle and stuff like that. No. Earl is ruined from a car wreck. They don't want to say it, but the thing is that Teo is hated. So they're not gonna keep it real. People not gonna keep it real. That's why in the history of the sport of boxing, no fan base in no era supported runners. But because it's Teofimo Lopez, now the aggressive fighter is the one that's critiqued. The aggressive fighter that wanted to fight is the one that's critiqued, and the runner is the one that's given the benefit of the doubt. That's how much they hate Teofimo Lopez. Yo, I know when they hate Teofimo Lopez because when people give the benefit of the doubt of something that they despise in the sport. In this sport, fans hate runners. They hate runners. They hate that shit. But they hate Teofimo Lopez more. So they have to support the runner all of a sudden that did nothing. But again, that's why I say to Teofimo Lopez, fuck the fans. Fuck the hardcore boxing fans. They're never gonna respect you. And now you got boxing fans that's saying that the Keyshawn Davis is good while this. Yo, who's calling out Bud Crawford like this? Who's calling Bud Crawford? Whoever called out Bud Crawford with the type of conviction like Teofimo Lopez? And you know what I'm hearing? Teofimo Lopez is clout chasing Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez already got an accomplishment. He don't need to clout chase nobody. Y'all acting like Teofimo Lopez is this guy on the come up that got nothing and he's clout chasing these champions. Teofimo Lopez is a champion, bruh. Teofimo Lopez is an accomplished fighter. One of the most accomplished fighters in boxing right now. Cloud chasing who? Who do you think Teo will fight next? Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford. Bud and Teo should be the next fight. Bud Crawford got no opponent. Bud Crawford got no opponent. Teofimo Lopez will want to be back in the ring in April and June. Teo and Bud. Why not? I don't understand why everybody not in all in sync. Let's go. Teo Bud. Teo Bud. If Bud beats Teo, okay. A great fighter beat Teofimo Lopez, one of the most accomplished fighter in boxing. Okay. I mean, I'm a fight fan. Bud gonna keep ducking Teo. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, but Bud likes to do the call out. I think that's what it is, that Bud Crawford don't get call out, and then he get rattled by it. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I noticed. Bud Crawfords get rattled by call-outs. He come when remember when Gary Russell Jr. was calling him out? He gets out of character. Teofimo Lopez, he start cursing at Teo. Oh, no. Say that you want to come and fight Teofimo Lopez, and that's it. Whip his ass. Sign the fucking contract. That's it. But Crawford always talked about that. Everybody was always ducking him. All this side of the street, was created and stuff like that. Nah, Bob Aaron said, yo, come on. I got this. Bob Aaron said, I'll make this fight happen. Let's go. See, Bud wants to fight the guys that he feel he could beat and go after them. But when somebody's calling out Bud and Teo is just as accomplished, Bud don't want to fight. He got nothing lined up. There is no rematch with Earl Spence. He got nothing lined up. Punch. So if Teo doesn't petition the WBO like you advise him, then we all know Teofimo Lopez is just clout chasing. Well, remember, if Bob Arum needs a petition, Teofimo Lopez can't just petition. He's not a licensed promoter. But I advise him to tell his team to petition. So you're damn right, Easy. And he liked the idea. I mean, even this fight doesn't need any petition. He's a super champion. If he says, I want to fight Bud, and Bud says yes, let's go. Let's make the fight happen. But to mandate Bud, I would, if I was Teo's team, I would do it. And if Bud is mandated to fight Teo and Bud runs, then he's a duck. Straight up quack. Nah, his resume ain't up to par like that to me. He's a great technical fighter, arguably the number 1, the number 2 of the world. But in terms of resume, Teofimo Lopez resume looks better in my eyes than a Bud Crawford resume, because he beat dudes in their prime. He beat these guys when they was the top dog. He beat Loma when Loma was pound for pound. Josh Taylor was a pound for pound fighter. Teofimo Lopez has beaten more pound for pound fighter when he beat them than Bud Crawford. And Bud Crawford going to turn 37 years old. Right or wrong? Teofimo Lopez beat Loma when he was pound for pound. Regarded 1, 2, 3, you could flip it around. And he beat Josh Taylor when he was pound for pound. Teofimo Lopez should be recognized if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing to be the first undisputed. We know that. Y'all can mind fuck yourself, but we know that. If it wasn't for the WBC franchise, Teofimo Lopez, you recognize him as undisputed. If Josh Taylor never relinquished his belts, he'd be undisputed the first time at the age of 25. You guys are forgetting who Teofimo Lopez is, because you just little mad about this little marathon run, this little road run, this scary ass bitch and chicken of Jermaine Ortiz. Oh, he's not ready for Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford ain't going to run from Teo. Is he? I mean, is he? Is Bud Crawford going to run? Go, hey, yo, but Bud Crawford got the outside. He can move. So y'all telling me that Bud Crawford's going to run from Teo? I know Bud Crawford's not going to run. So it's going to be one hell of a fight. Low Nose Boxer said Teo versus Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez ducked Teo. How about Teo versus Bud? Low Nose? It should have never been Jermaine Ortiz. It should have been Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez ducked. He signed with Golden Boy Promotions. You guys are running from greatness right now. They running the almighty general. They running from greatness right now. They want Teofimo Lopez to dumb down his career. This shit is the wickedest shit I ever heard from these boxing fans. They want Teofimo Lopez to dumb down his career. I'm calling out for greatness. The same thing when he was doing Josh Taylor. I'm saying he wants Josh Taylor. No, he not ready punch for Josh Taylor. He gonna lose. Look how he's talking. He's mentally ill. He's not ready. He's never gonna be the same like Lomachenko. And what happened that night, man? He shut the whole fucking world of boxing. Oh, that Teofimo Lopez be everybody. That Teofimo Lopez be everybody. That Teofimo Lopez be everybody. Now y'all give this runner running around like a bitch. Teofimo Lopez need a bounce back. He need another fight. For who? For who? I'll take Barbosa at this point, especially after he been talking crazy. Tio, but Bud Crawford's talking crazy about Tio Lono's boxing. He said, "Fuck you, Tio." What about Bud Crawford? Because you know what it is? Lono's boxing, you a Bud Crawford fan. And you know it hurts more. It hurts Bud more if he loses to a Tio. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know when there's a fight and the closer it gets, you'll be like, whoa, shit, this shit might be harder than what I thought. Damn, this shit is hard. Damn, this. And then he lose, because if he loses to Teofimo Lopez and the way that you guys hate Teofimo Lopez and feel about Teofimo Lopez, y'all like, and he beats Bud Crawford, you will question the greatness of Bud Crawford. That's how much I hate Teofimo Lopez. Y'all will question the greatness of Bud Crawford if Tio beats him. But who's the best guy to humble the boxing world? Who's always the underdog versus the top fighter, and then he just humbles y'all? People hate when Teofimo Lopez humbles you because he talk his shit. His father talks his shit. And then you don't believe in him and he proves y'all wrong. Who hates to be proven wrong? Who? Who hates to be proven wrong? Everybody want to be right. But I get it. I get it. Bud Crawford fans are scared of Teofimo Lopez. They don't want to say it. They scared. They scared. They feel like, no, it's no win. There is no win for Bud Crawford. Who's the winner in 154? Unless it's a Jamel Charlo. I would like to see a Jamel Charlo and Bud Crawford. If that's the next fight, I like Jamel Charlo versus Bud Crawford. But then to ask Jamel Charlo to come back down to the 168, almost like when Oscar De La Hoya came down to fight Manny Pacquiao, when Roy Jones Jr. came back down to fight Antonio Tarver, that's too much to ask, in my opinion. Depending on the length of the time that he need to come back down. Easy official. Tio was injured in both fights. Tio had broken toe in Loma fight. Tio had in D-Wiz 26 in the building. Was good, D-Wiz. Tio had injuries in the bouts against Loma, Cam Martin, but y'all don't count those injuries, of course. They don't want to count that. They don't. Hey, yo, D-Wiz. They don't want to count that. What's the worst thing in boxing? A guy that talk shit and proves y'all wrong, right? People don't like that. Build them up. Make sure Bob Arum pays Bud big money to make the fight. And we'll watch Teofimo Lopez get retired. Well, let's make the big fight. What's all this big money for Bud Crawford? Bud Crawford never garnered the big money. Because the biggest fight that the fans wanted to see was Bud and Earl Spence. Bud is still not this hot commodity. Not like what people think. He's not going to sell out. He's not going to sell out not even Omaha by himself. He never did. He never did more than 200K pay-per-view buys, bruh. He never did. But Crawford was never this superstar in terms of revenue. Like Bob Arum said, he could have bought 7 Malibu mansions with the money they lost with Bud Crawford, because he's not really that guy in terms of money and all that. Now it's for the first time that Bud Crawford is doing a bunch of interviews and really incorporating himself and moving around, that he wants to stay in the limelight. If he would have been doing that when he was with ESPN, he would have been a guy that's selling out arenas. He didn't want to do it, and now he understands he needs to do it. What, you think that Top Rank is gonna give Bud Crawford what, 20-30 million dollars to fight Teo? Nah. On another note, if Canelo versus Charlo really next, guarantee Teo will, I don't know. Because he said, now you bugging if you think Bud is gonna fight for chump. Who said he's gonna fight for chump change, man? Nobody's saying chump change, man. Why y'all trying to be his accountant now, though? I'm just saying, make the fight happen. Let's make the fight happen. That's it. That's it. That's all you. Hey, yo, fans, yo, Easy Bands official. All we have to say is we want to see the fight because we're fight fans. T.O. is available. Bud is available. Bud Crawford was a 135, the best 135. Then he became the best 140. Now he's the best 147. Teofimo Lopez was the best 135, became the best at 140, and now gunning to beat the best at 147. This shit is so easy. It's nothing abnormal about this. People are making it seem abnormal. Shout out to Bernie. Yeah, he didn't want it, but I want it. I want it. That's the biggest fight. That's the biggest fight for Crawford right now. That's the biggest realistic fight for Bud Crawford. Is Teofimo Lopez. Not Jerome Boots Ennis. And I like Jerome Boots Ennis, but he ain't a bigger fight than Teo. Not a bigger fight than Teo. And not a more legacy fight for Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez is a better legacy fight for Bud Crawford. Because if Bud Crawford beats Teofimo Lopez, and if you think about it, morally, Teofimo Lopez and Bud Crawford is supposed to be the two guys that's two division undisputed world champion going at it. Magical. And y'all people some of y'all people trying to downplay it because y'all not boxing fans. Y'all narrative fans. I would like to see Teo versus Matias, but I don't think that's going to happen with the signing of Matchroom Boxing. Canelo Alvarez, I believe it could fight with Jamal Charlo. I would have hoped to see, David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, and the co-main event, we see Jamal Charlo versus Demetrius Andre. That would have been incredible right there. He said, "Now I want to see Spence versus Teo. That would be a good fight coming back. Plus, people would like Bud versus Teo seriously." Now y'all putting obstacles. Y'all putting obstacles on Teo as already. He's already made, man. Y'all Bonbon. Y'all talking like Teo is this guy that doesn't have no accomplishment. Like he has to go. He has to beat Spence and then get Bud. Like, but ain't no Canelo, man. But ain't no Canelo. Where Canelo did the dirty work. Where Canelo did the dirty work at 160 and did the dirty work at 168. Bud Crawford, Earl Spence actually did the dirty work at 147. It wasn't Bud. Bud collected 3 belts from Earl Spence. Earl Spence did the dirty work. He collected belt after belt after belt. Bud Crawford had it easy at 147. Bud had it easy at 140. Teo didn't have it easy at 140. Didn't have it easy at 135. And not looking to have it easy at 147. Motherfuckers want Teofimo Lopez that already beat a Lomachenko and a Josh Taylor, prime Richard Comey, and want him to go through hurdles. Josh, he ain't gonna answer that. The audience will come. Teo really a bum if we really being honest. Get out of here. You ain't no boxing fan. Hold on. Fuck out of here. I don't know what type of fan are you? Gonna call a fucking 2-time lineal champion a bum. Fuck out of here, bum. Get out of here. You ain't no boxing fan. You're a troll. Gotta stop. When I see dumb shit gotta be blocked. Dumb shit gotta be blocked. Gonna call a fucking 2-time lineal champion a bum. The fuck are you watching then? I gotta take some. I gotta have some order here. I gotta have some type of order here, bro. For real. That like disagree, agree, but stop with the dumb ish. Who's not? Whoever spins fights is going to be a big fight. Yeah, he could fight Erickson Lubin. How about that? Erickson Lubin versus Earl Spence. I'll see that fight. Brian Castano versus Earl Spence. Who else is a good fight? Yeah, I would like to see Lubin and Earl. Spence gets people in their seats. Good. Matias' opponent will rank 100. Tio opponent will rank 10 or better. They know. Where is Tank? I don't know. Butter versus Tio is a qualified fight if it happens, no doubt. But I ain't fully invested in it one time because there's other options available that may. Dímelo, Vet in the building. Good on the episode. Shout out to Vet. Just to say what up to Mr. Moonshine, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother. But again, man, talking about God bless you, my brother. Hope everything is going well with you and your family and your health. Look, man, Subriel Matias, that was a good, I believe that was a smart business decision by Subriel Matias' team. I think if Subriel Matias, his heart says he want to fight Teofimo Lopez, but sometimes you need a team that tells you, you know what, let's go to this route. Remember, he's an invested fighter. You got a manager, you got a promoter. They got to get their money too. And the way they're going to get their money is by signing with Matchroom Boxing and build a Matias. And I think that's the smart business decision for Subriel Matias. Again, if he would have gone out there and fight and signed to fight Teofimo Lopez, would have lost to Teofimo Lopez. In my opinion, his style is tailor-made for Teofimo Lopez. Then he would just get that 1.5 million tax, all that, and then it'll just go down the drain. He won't have no real plan to build Subriel Matias and to become a superstar in the sport of boxing. The fight with Teofimo Lopez was not to build Subriel Matias. The signing with Matchroom Boxing was to build Subriel Matias, and I think that's why it's a smarter move, in my opinion. So it was a good business move by Subriel Matias' team. It was not an emotional move; it was a business move. But Subriel Matias used Teofimo Lopez for clout. He never was gonna fight Teofimo Lopez. Karate Kid Russell is the only one that beat Boots in the amateurs. Gary Antoine Russell is Boots' kryptonite. Yeah, Matias had to do that so he gets the respect he needs from all these bums at 140. Matias es el mejor. El mejor. Matias es el mejor. ¿Qué ha hecho para ser el mejor? What's he done? Who did he beat to be the best at 140? T-Swag. La Pantera Negra. ¿Qué hizo Subriel Matias para ser el más mejor at 140? Matias did get his name out the hard way. The hard way. How, Daniel? How did he get it the hard way? Who did he fought that was hard? Pause. Compared to Tio, Haney. Should we bring all the resumes out? Well, we wouldn't want to compare. If Matias is ringing bells right now, and people saying that Matias could beat this person and Matias is better than this person, Teofimo Lopez has to beat the man Josh Taylor in the 140-pound division, had to beat, and Haney had to be Regis Prograis, Tio had to beat Sandor Martin. Subriel Matias, we still don't even know who the hell he beat. We still don't know who he beat, let's be honest. But I'm liking the hype, though. I like the hype better than let's see what you could do. I like the hype better. What's good, Snob? What's good, Bert? I respect you so much, Punch, for always looking at all the facts. Daniel H. Good looking out, man. I appreciate you, my brother. That's all we got to do is look at the at the end of the day, when we look at the facts, we're still preserving the sport of boxing. Because I want Loma, I want Tio to get his just due. I want Haney even to get his just due. You know what I'm saying? And I've been critical of Devin Haney, but I want Haney to get his just due. He's doing a wonderful job. Going to be facing Ryan Garcia. Regis, Loma, Regis, Ryan Garcia. Haney's doing a beautiful job. Bill Haney's doing a beautiful job as a manager, and that's why he's 2023 Manager of the Year. Matias, his resume is not up to par, but I do like the hype. I do want him to captivate the imagination, the emotions of the Puerto Rican fan base, because it's gonna make fights with Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney even bigger, or the chance of Matias versus Matias versus Regis Prograis. Could that be next? Regis Prograis versus Subriel Matias. That would be a hell of a fight right there. That could be next. That could be next. Subriel Matias versus Regis Prograis. I'll take that. I'll take that. Wonderful fight. Wonderful fight. I think Subriel Matias does need a Regis Prograis in his resume. I think that would be a wonderful fight. Subriel Matias versus Regis Prograis next will be a wonderful fight. Wonderful fight. Wonderful fight. A noticeable name. You know, he's gonna stand there. He's gonna. That's what we're gonna know. If Matias beat the crap out of Regis Prograis, and where Josh Taylor, very competitive fight versus Regis Prograis. Devin Haney, he washed Regis Prograis, but he didn't demoralize him, like got him out of there to the point where you be like, hey, yo, Regis Prograis got to retire. I think that would be the perfect fight. And then put it this way: Regis Prograis versus Matias. If Matias dominates him to the point where you're going to gauge that performance with Devin Haney and Josh Taylor, if he just wipes out Regis Prograis and then move over, be Richardson Hitchens in Brooklyn, New York, I'm telling you. Nah. I wouldn't even do that. Barbosa. I mean, he is getting some type of respect. Do you think it's suspicious that the day after the Teos fight, Haney agreed to fight Garcia? It's not suspicious. It just tells you that these guys really didn't want to fight Teo. They really not going to wait for Teo. You know what I'm saying? Subriel Matias is not going to wait for Vique, April, late March to fight Teo. Eso era mentira. That was just to throw it out there, to fog up. That's what they do in boxing. Is like they throw the fans something, y'all talk about it, and then they doing their little thing behind the scenes. Oh, yo, Teofimo Lopez don't want to fight, man. Please, man, you got these deals. That's why you was running with Eddie Hearn. You was running with Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? You already was talking to get this deal done. It had no Teofimo Lopez. He didn't have Teofimo Lopez on his mind. It's a call out to marinate fights. That's it. Teo is a treat to them. Email champs and dehydration clause queens. Teo needs a war right now. Only Matias, Ramirez, and Barbosa could give him that. He's gonna have to fight. Looking at the opportunity, he's going to have to fight a co-promotional bout. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna have any mandatory. So Barbosa just signed with Golden Boy Promotions, but Top Rank is working with Golden Boy, and I think that the performance of Arnold Barbosa, in my opinion, wasn't even. I don't think that I don't think they sent a statement. I don't think that Barbosa sent a statement, but I think they could work that fight out. If that's the next, if Barbosa's willing to go out there to Honduras, I think that'll be a good fight. We'll see. Rapstar said, let's go 2024 big fights. Yes, Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Hopefully we get Teofimo Lopez versus Bud. Hopefully we get the undisputed bout of Bivol and Beterbiev in the right? I think everything's gonna be in the same month. Isn't Beterbiev and Bivol, they wanted in May? May or maybe June, and you got Francis Ngannou versus AJ. You got Parker versus the Big Bang. I want to see Virgil Ortiz back in the ring. Virgil Ortiz should be back in the ring no time soon. He rarely did anything in January. You know what I'm saying? Naoya Inoue versus Luis Neri. Rowley versus Cruz. Keith Thurman versus Tim Zhu. Boxing is doing very, very well right now. Support boxing all day. Pay-per-view, subscription. ESPN Plus, The Zone, pay-per-view, Amazon Prime. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Get my money. I give all my here. Take my money. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. It's the quick one. That was the update of today. Canelo Alvarez, not coming out with a big deal. Hey, yo, rap star. What happened? What happened to Rick Lay? Rick Lay just said, let me see. Y'all told me yesterday that he was right. That he's the guy that has all the answers. Let's see what he said. He said, and he hasn't even replied. He hasn't been active. He said, Canelo big announcement Tuesday will be in part that he has left PBC. That was not the announcement. And as said, he would in previous posts here that PBC did not have the money to establish a guarantee of Canelo's purse to be put in escrow for purpose May 4 fight. He said he's going to fight in May 4, nor could PBC find a grand tour. Looks like Canelo will fight Jaime Munguia and not Jamal Charlo, as Charlo is PBC affiliated, looking to Tuesday big Canelo announcement. I don't know. Wasn't that, my brother? Wasn't that? It wasn't that. Or maybe he got another announcement later on today. Oh man. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, shout out to the people that donated to the channel. Tomorrow is another day, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all already know Punch Run Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Tomorrow. Peace out. Shout out to all the members. You haven't become a member of Punch Run Boxing, become a member. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.